Hi and welcome to today's video. Let's talk about getting prepared for the DV 2022 program. Many have been asking whether the DV 2022 lottery will be administered this year. So I'm going to begin by answering that question. Indeed, the DV 2022 lottery will be administered later this year. How do I know that? It was made public in the visa bulletin for the month of September. So if all goes well, within about a month's time, we expect the DV 2022 lottery to kick off. But before that, we are going to have the instructions posted on the official website of the State Department. So what are some ways we can get prepared for the DV 2022 program? Let's look at 4 things we can do to prepare ourselves for the DV 2022 program. The first thing is the passport regulation. As you may know, last year this passport requirement was introduced in the DV program. Before entering the DV lottery, you needed to have an unexpired valid passport. And I believe that requirement will also be a part of the DV 2022 program instructions. So if you do not have a valid passport, it's time to think about acquiring one. Or if your passport expired, you have to think about renewing it, because without a valid unexpired passport, you will not be able to enter the DV 2022 program. The second thing has to do with your photo. Entrants usually wait until the entry period to take their DV photos. It's not always a good idea, because sometimes you may not have the time to take a perfect DV photo during the entry period. And the DV instructions tell us to use photos that are as old as up to 6 months. So you could take your photo before the entry period, for example, right now, and then you save it and wait for the entry period so that you won't have the stress of getting a perfect DV photo, especially if you don't have the time at that time. The third point is related to the second, and it has to do with the photos of family members who may be around us at this time. For the past months, families have been living together due to the coronavirus. Now, normality is gradually returning, and some of our family members are going to return to their activities. So while they are with us at this time, it is a good idea to take their photos so that when the entry period begins and they are no longer around, we can easily have access to those photos and upload them as part of our entry. And finally, ask questions. As I said earlier, the DV 2022 entry period will kick off very soon. So if you have questions on your mind, this is the best time to ask those questions and to get relevant answers, to avoid you making mistakes during the entry period. These are some of the things we can do to get prepared for the upcoming DV 2022 entry period. I hope this video was helpful to you. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more informative videos. And if you have questions, don't forget, leave them in the comment area below, and I'll be more than happy to respond to them. Thank you, and bye-bye.